My name is Deanna Plotz, and this is one of my favorite books, The Clever Carpenter by R.W. Alley. Samuel Plank knows all about wood. He knows how to saw it. He knows how to drill it. He can hammer it together, and he can sand it smooth. Samuel Plank is a carpenter. One Monday morning, Mr. Clutter comes to Samuel Plank's shop. "I can never find my clothes," he says. "I need a chest of drawers." "Drawers are a specialty of mine," says Samuel. "Come back tomorrow." Samuel Plank thinks about drawers. Drawers are best if you know from the outside what's on the inside, he decides. He makes a drawer for socks that looks like a sock. He makes a drawer for shirts that looks like a shirt. He makes drawers for ties and pants and underwear that look like a tie and pants and underwear. "Quite nice," chuckles Samuel, polishing the last drawer pole. "Mr. Clutter will be pleased." But the next day, Mr. Clutter is not pleased. "These drawers are all wrong. They have funny shapes," he complains. "This is not a proper same drawer above as below chest at all." Mr. Clutter goes away and leaves the chest of drawers. "Ring, ring." "Samuel Plank, carpentry is me," answers Samuel Plank. "This is Principal Peters from East School. The playground slide is broken. Can you fix it right away?" "Of course," cries Samuel. "Slides are a specialty of mine." Samuel Plank thinks about slides. Slides are best if you slide up and around before you slide down, he decides. Quickly, he loads up his truck with wood and tools and drives to the playground. Samuel Plank measures and saws. He measures and hammers. He measures and sands. "Jumpin' chalk trays, what have you done?" sputters Principal Peters when she sees the slide. "While I was fixing, I built in a loop and a swoop," Samuel says proudly. "Take a slide." "Absolutely not," announces the principal. "This slide is all wrong. It's not a proper straight down to the ground slide at all. Take it apart at once." Sadly, Samuel Plank pulls out the nails and takes out the loop and the swoop. People in town hear about the silly slide and the funny drawers. Everyone says that Samuel Plank is not a good carpenter. The things he builds do not look the way they should. They are always wrong. No one comes to Samuel's shop on Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday. Then, just at sunrise on Sunday, there's a pounding on Samuel's shutters. Sleepily, Samuel Plank opens the door a crack. "Ahoy!" booms a stranger in a big blue coat. "I'm Captain Custard, explorer and hero. Since I was a lowly swab, I have sailed the soggy seas. But now, after one last voyage, I will retire to dry land. Naturally, I will need a house. I have picked a lovely spot for it on Ripple Rock Cliff, and I have picked you, Samuel Plank, to build it. I will return in 1 week to move in." Before Samuel can say, "Houses are a specialty of mine," the captain sets out to set sail. Samuel Plank rubs the sleep from his eyes and thinks about houses. Houses are best if you know from the outdoors who's living indoors, he decides. Then Samuel thinks about the perfect house for a sea captain. After he decides what to do, Samuel buys some boards and shingles and nails and screws. Everything goes into the back of his truck, and Samuel and his truck go rattling up to the top of Ripple Rock Cliff. Now, Samuel Plank begins to build. He builds the first floor first. The people in town hear Samuel sawing and hammering. "Oh no," they say, "Samuel Plank is building again." One by one, everyone comes up to watch. They start whispering to each other. The walls are crooked. There's no door. The windows are missing. The townspeople shake their heads. Then Samuel Plank builds the second floor. He saws a hole for the door, and he nails in windows on either side. He puts a tin chimney in the middle of the roof. Soon the people are whispering again. A second floor door isn't right. The windows should be square, not round. All proper houses have brick chimneys on the side, not tin chimneys in the middle. Now Samuel Plank hammers boards together to make a porch. He builds it above the second floor on top of the roof. People are soon whispering again. That's certainly not proper. Proper porches go at the bottom, not at the top. After painting, Samuel Plank screws the mailbox onto the post, and the captain's house is finished. Samuel whistles as he packs up his tools. But the townspeople say, Samuel Plank has done it again. Who would want to live in such a place? Early the next morning, Captain Custard returns. He walks around and around the house on Ripple Rock Cliff. He raps on the walls with his stick. He opens and shuts the windows. He observes the view from the porch. Captain Custard is puzzled. He asks, Samuel Plank, what have you built? I've built a house, says Samuel. It reminds me of a ship, says the captain. They both think, what has Samuel built? Is it a house or is it a ship? Then Samuel Plank and Captain Custard say together, it must be a house ship. The townspeople gasp. House ship? Captain Custard smiles a wide smile. Well, blow me down. Samuel Plank, you must be the cleverest carpenter ever. A house ship is the perfect place for an old sea captain to live. In fact, it is the only place for an old sea captain to live. Exactly what I was thinking, Samuel says. These days, Samuel Plank's shop is always crowded, and Samuel is always busy. Everyone says that Samuel Plank is the cleverest carpenter ever. The things he builds are always perfect for the people he builds them for. Even the town council comes to Samuel's shop. Do you have any ideas for a new town clock? Asks the mayor. Of course, Samuel Plank answers. Ideas are a specialty of mine. The end. Hope you enjoyed it.